giant whirlpools appearing in the Atlantic Ocean, and scientists are puzzled. What's causing all this? U.S. scientists discovered two giant whirlpools in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Guyana and Suriname, that surround the Caribbean. It became a sensational discovery because this part of the ocean has been studied thoroughly, and no one expected anything like that to appear in the area. More importantly, no one can understand where the whirlpools came from and what surprises they may bring to people. According to Brazilian scientist Guilherme Castellan, the two funnels are approximately 400 kilometers, almost 250 miles in diameter. Until now, these were not known on Earth. The funnels reportedly exert a strong influence on climate changes that have been registered during the recent years. Funnels rotating clockwise. They are moving in the ocean like giant frisbees, two discs thrown into the air. Rotation occurs at a rate of 1 meter per second. The speed is sufficiently large compared to the speed of oceanic currents. On the border hoppers is a wave step height of 40 centimeters. Castellan said, even during the dry months, when the movement of oceanic currents and the flow of the Amazon River practically comes to a standstill, the funnels do not disappear. Therefore, the nature of the funnels does not depend on the flow of water, which one of the world's biggest rivers brings into the ocean. The natural phenomenon which creates the whirlpools is unknown to modern science. As a matter of fact, the phenomenon of giant whirlpools in the world ocean is not new to science. In most cases, the craters or rings, as scientists call them, are formed as a result of so-called vertical currents. The latter, in their turn, appear because of differences in water density, which appear because of differences in temperature of water layers. It's an open secret that cold water is thicker and heavier, so it goes down underneath the masses of warm water, which is lighter, and this is the reason why warm currents in the world ocean always flow closer to the surface, whereas cold currents flow closer to the bottom. However, such movements of water may not always depend on the difference of temperatures of the water column. The difference in salinity can also be a reason. The mechanism here is the same. The density of saltier water is higher, and this water is heavier and it moves closer to the bottom, pushing less saltier water up. This type of vertical fusion occurs frequently in the tropics because high temperatures lead to the evaporation of water from the surface. The salt does not evaporate with water, though. It stays in the ocean, which raises the level of salinity on the upper layer of water, and this layer drowns and gives way to less salty water of the depths towards the surface. Such vertical movements of water create giant whirlpools, and the whirlpools, tens and even hundreds of kilometers in diameter, may last for months and even years, scientists say. The vertical movement of waters is a slow process, though. Why do those whirlpools exist for such a long time? This is partially the effect of Earth's magnetic field. In addition, marine water contains many charged ions, Na and Cl, for example. NaCl we know make up salt. To crown it all, water molecules are dipoles that are charged both positive and negatively. Any dipole starts spinning when moving in the magnetic field. An oceanic ring gathers millions of billions of molecules together, and that is why the giant circle movement triggered by the vertical movement of water may last for months and years mechanically. Ions also give more power to the craters. Natrium and chlorium are charged as well, and their movement in the magnetic field of the Earth also leads to the appearance of the circle movement. It's not ruled out that the reason for the appearance of the whirlpools off the coast of South America is the same as in other parts of the world ocean. Scientists are currently studying the influence of those giant funnels on the climate of Latin America and Africa. Such whirlpools show influence on the atmosphere and form cyclonic air masses. And they can also, cyclones in other words, also they can affect the movement of air mass formed in other places. For the time being, scientists do not know how the newly discovered water craters can affect the climate of Central and South Americas. And this is by Humans Be Free, Alexander Light. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account, the daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.